Hello Scrappy friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing a video from this sketch. I think it's a hip kit sketch, and cut some circles on my scan and cut. Now this is when I had my old CM 600, so they didn't cut perfectly. Just trimming them, and do show you how to repair one of the circles anyway. Lots of papers from Quote Paper from a hip kit club kit. And this is how I back my cut files. I'm a drawer arounder, so I draw around the shape, cut it out, and then use some two-way glue to stick it on. So I first of all stick the bit that had come apart together and trim that off, and then cover the back of the circle or the hoop to then stick that to the pattern paper. Don't make you sit and watch me do all of them. I am going to skip a bit in a minute, but this point shortly I do actually decide I want a different picture. I think something black and white will go better. So it's a picture of me and my niece from New Year's Eve 2015. So there we go, jump forward, and lots of different papers now used to back all of the hoops. Then I'm going to be using some of the shimmers, paints and pasties that we got from this particular hip kit club kit. It was 2017, this one, so this is one of my older files, older videos I hadn't uploaded and edited. So gesso in the back. I do think after doing that I've probably covered too much of it, and but it does look okay in the end. So moving on to adding the colour, so I'm adding some of the paint to packaging, spritzing some water onto it. Put too much paint on there, so scoop a bit up, and yeah, so just packaging technique, mixing the paint in with some water that I spritz onto it. And I'm here now. What I've done is I've got some freezer paper from when my some dies weren't cutting right, and helps with freezer paper to release them. So I've just lined everything up on that to see whether I've put the paint in the right places. Then decide I want to add a little bit more, so spread it out, more water, give it a mix, and then just going back on again with the packaging technique, just kissing it to the gessoed background. Change colours now over to the blue. And I love this blue. I've not used it for ages actually. I might have to use that. I've not used them for ages. I do still have them, so I might have to give them a go. To be completely honest with you, I really was not happy with this at this stage. Love the way the layout finishes. It's like Missy says, you know, it's a hot mess, and you don't like it as it is, but when it all comes together, when the layout's all finished, it actually, you know, stick with it, and it's not always terrible as it looks when you're at this stage. Dry it off now, and then I'm going to add some of the pasties with a stencil. I've not been able to cut out as much of this video as I wanted to get it down, because there's something wrong with the file in two parts of the video, where when I try and edit it and cut bits out, it actually crashes the program I use. So there's this little bit of the video, and when I was getting rid of my gesso, just little bits I've had to keep in because it crashing the editing software. It's just only doing it on this video, it's really odd. So here we go with the pasties, just with my palette knife through that gorgeous stencil. So just put this down in a few spots. Love that stencil. I don't think I've used this again actually since then. So do get some of it on the back, so I am cleaning it between goes, just so I don't end up with it smeared elsewhere where I don't want it. And then just adding a little bit more to some of the hearts. I do this in 3 spots, I believe, so I've got that visual triangle to, you know, frame the page and lead your eye in the right direction. So just doing the last bit here, and then we will set it aside to dry, and then come back after it's dried. don't think of doing any more to the other two spots. I'll just make this one a bit bigger. There we go. Oh, no, am I doing another spot? Bringing it down further? Didn't think I did. No, there we go. Okay, so lighting's slightly different there, so you can see we're a different day. That's all dried, and now I'm just going to place my circles back on. Have a play about with where they are. I don't think they end up where they were originally. Might move about a bit. Okay, so go and grab some embellishments. And these are Pretty Little Studio, I believe. Some flowers and tags that came with this hip kit. I do love these flowers. And I know I end up with some on there in the end. Just going through. Pick my title out of here now. So I'm just cutting the paper off so that I can just see if I like it before actually sticking it to the paper and committing to it. Do that quite a bit. Just because, you know, you end up sticking something down and you don't like it. It comes back up and you've lost the paper, haven't you? Now, do decide with this heart as well. I don't want the words that are in the background. And go for this as my title. Just pulling the bits out of the middle, like the A and the E, A and the R, just to fill that in. And I'm just going to place that on some release paper as well, just so I can judge where it is and decide if I'm happy. And then go through the embellishments, the different stickers. Here we are, more Maggie Holmes stuff. I have said it before, it's not stuff, Maggie Holmes isn't stuff I go out and buy. Any Maggie Holmes I've got is because it's come in a kit that I've received from Hip Kit or like Forever when they were still going. But there is quite a bit in it that I do like. Some of the papers, especially B-sides, are really lovely. Just isn't completely my style, but there is some stuff that I do absolutely love. Like, I think most of this on this page is Maggie Holmes, and it, you know, you find that with a lot of collections, a lot of designers, and some people won't absolutely love everything Vicky Booten does or Paige does, which I adore. I love all their collections. Chamel's is I love a lot of her stuff. I don't have kids, so there's just some of her collections I don't get, but then a lot of the collections there's really great B-sides and some really good embellishments as well that'll still work with what I scrap. My nieces and my nephew are older now, so there's not very much in need of, you know, the kiddie stuff with Field Trip and the other collection she's had. Some people adore everything Maggie Holmes does. Some people won't like what Vicky does, you know, and that's why it's so great having such the choice that we do have now in scrapbooking with all the different designers and different companies out there. Although a lot are owned by American Crafts now. It's a lot different from when I first started scrapping in 2001. There wasn't much choice, especially in the UK. So, you know, there's something for everybody out there, and Pretty Little Studio is another collection design, you know, that I absolutely adore. I love the stuff that they do. So I'm just playing about now with the embellishments and deciding what I am and add in there, and quite a few of those flowers from the Pretty Little Studio collection do make it on the page. I can't remember which particular collection of theirs this was, and I can't make it out on the picture either. So but these are gorgeous. I love these flowers. I think Pink Fresh Studios done something similar more recently with these like paint swirl flowers, and they're really easy to do. Not Maggie Holmes, Missy made some on one video once. So yeah, just deciding to stick them down because there's a lot of texture on the background with the gesso and the texture paste. Do stick it down with the wet glue there and anything that's hitting the page directly. You'll see me using the tape pen on the pieces that are sticking to another bit of paper, but the wet glue's going on anything sticking to the background. So playing about now with my title, because I've put the photo up on foam dots on dimensionals. I do put my title up on them as well. And from when I was placing things, you saw me putting the heart over happy, but because it's up on those foam bits, I decided to actually put it underneath the happy, and you can see then the descenders of the P and the Y, which you couldn't see before. And then I do fiddle about and put the middles back in the A and the R. I wouldn't normally pay that much attention to detail, but I did like how it looked, so I did do it. I just play about now with some more embellishments around the title, and I do journal on this page, which is something I do sometimes forget to do, but do pop the journaling in. I don't know if I mentioned before, this was number 2 niece. I always say, you know, number them. So number 2, age not preference. New Year's Eve 2015, just trimming off the bits now that hang over the edge, and then we are nearly done. Photos coming up, and the photos do have the journaling on if I don't finish it here. But thanks so much for watching. Have a good day, stay safe, take care, bye bye.